Monica, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. And it has been good to know for so many years now. Yep.
You have been a tech leader, a corporate leader for many years, and then you play other roles as well. But before I get to the other role, let me get your perspective on the looking at the bigger scene of how technology keeps evolving. And we keep harping because I've been talking about AI for the last 2 years, and it'll continue for the next couple of years until we kind of find our own room to kind of find our niches. So let me get your perspective on how you see this evolve.
Well, AI has been evolving quite a bit. I started like when I was doing my undergrad. It was in AI. Nobody wanted to give me a job. The reality is, and I ended up doing research on that. Left, moved to a different industry just to make sure like I am employable. The way I look at AI is the research has been going for so long, but if you talk about the generative AI, that is fairly recent, and that is going to be the game changer. But again, going back to possibility versus hype is really important. I feel there is at this point in time two things are happening. One is there is a lot of hype. The other thing is nobody has figured out how to make money out of AI. So those are the two important things. The day that happens, then things are going to be a little different. Plus, AI has to make a real impact on humanity, because that's where the humans will be able to get a feel for it, right? So those are the important things to look into. Yeah.
This also becomes important at the leadership level with any new technology, any new company, any new processes. I think responsibility lies more, I'd say. That's when you become leaders, to make sure very responsible, sane decisions to have a positive impact on the people. Now, one of the things you do is you are very passionate about scouting. And I could never understand that. But now that my kids are growing up here, etc., I see that besides doing what it does, it builds leadership qualities. It gives you challenges in a way where you can learn how to handle challenges, teamwork, all these things. We don't realize that going in. But you have been championing this cause for a long time. I wanted to understand your perspective on how you think this has made a positive impact for you and for the people you work with.
Oh, this has been a transformational. When people ask me like two big things, one is going to IIT, another is being a scout mom. It taught me how to pitch. I was nominated as a popcorn queen by the kids because I raise their revenue every year to sell popcorn. So that's like, how do you pitch? How do you tell your story? The other thing is how to make the best with the least access. Because you are in the wilderness, you don't have all the resources, and we do as leaders, we have many times when we don't have resources, but we have to deliver. How do you do that creativity? The third one is team building. Because as a team, you huddle together no matter what the challenge is, and kids do it all the time, and I see them doing it independently. The fourth thing is like, how do you motivate your team members? Because when someone is down in your team, you don't leave them alone. You bring them along with you because you are one team, and you all know that your success is together. Your success is not alone. So those are the key qualities which I've seen, which I imbibe every single day in my job as a scout mom.
No, very well put. The other important thing where you play a role is the organization you're leading. For women in technology, I should say, and it's very important. Two questions. One is, how do you see women's roles? Are still challenges? Are there still glass ceilings? Because we have been trying to cover that gap as much as possible. And two, if at all, what is the difference then by empowering women separately? At the end of the day, what we're trying to do is have an equal space based on the skill set, etc., that there shouldn't be no difference between men and women. So just want to learn from you.
So first of all, I'm a big believer of women don't need empowerment. They are already empowered. That's number one. The second thing is, as women, I always tell women, like, you have to find your own niche. You have to find a seat at the table and grab it. That's going to be really important. Don't wait for people to come and support you. So that's one thing. The second part I feel is, as women, it is an onus on me to support other women. which means like how do I connect with them, how do I inspire them, and how do I bring them along with me in this journey is really important. I'm personally very, very passionate about this cause because when I was growing in my career, I had none of these, and we all had gone through our stories which we don't want to memorize because they were not great stories. But what it has done instead is like it has fueled me for this cause, that I want to build this place a much better place so it doesn't happen with other people. So that's the key thing, and I think it's extremely important that you don't wait for someone to help you. You have to help yourself. Women have to help themselves, and there is enough support system now available. Yeah.
I think I have to acknowledge and put it out there that women, besides playing the role of a homemaker, a wife, and a mother, you have to also make sure that you carry your tribe with you to make sure they have the space at the table, as you put it.
Exactly. That is really important. You said it right. Keeping that tribe intact, building that tribe much stronger, and having that personal board of directors is extremely important. I mean, I have my personal board of directors, people whom I trust, because we all have it. And the key thing to remember is, higher up you go, you get more and more lonely. So you need that safe space with the people whom you can trust and have a conversation. Yeah.
Thank you again, and wishing you the very best in your journey, and wishing you continued success. Thank you. Appreciate it.
It was a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you.